Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to more Luck Be Landlord. It's update week. I was about to say weekend date, which is just not even close to actually the right words that I needed to say. It's update week, which is very exciting. Let's take an early owl. I know that you're already mad at me for not taking the cultist, but let's go owl. Let's take a crab. Let's go crazy with a little crab, right? The early cultists, I can't deny. I mean, it probably, that would be really putting us in a nice place for right now, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna take an urn. I think that the urns are good value now in the game because of our good friend, Mr. Hooligan, if we can get him. So this will be our first skip. Look, it's a standard. I'm messing around with the idea of an animal deck. I say messing around because animal decks they're not great right now. I still think that they need some kind of buff. I don't know what that buff is, but I think they need some kind of buff. I think I skip again. And there's people that have been yelling at me for skipping when there's coal. Because I should just take the coal, right? I don't think that that's necessarily the best line of thinking. I'll take a sloth and I'll take a wolf, and I'm still trying to make an animal build work, right? It's one of my big things I'm trying to do. I'll take a crab, even though our lucky obviously gave us a rare. The crabs immediately paying out is lovely, and I think that we're actually like totally fine to skip. We have enough. 16 a turn, we're gonna be sitting totally fine. So give me a reroll. You guys have been yelling at me to use my rerolls on the rares at the end because it guarantees more rares, and I'm still iffy on whether or not that is actually true. So if you see me not do that, it's because I'm still... I don't know if we have actual legitimate proof of that being a thing, because I've definitely re-rolled stuff and it does not keep the same stuff. So I'll reroll. Those all stayed. Is an item capsule worth it? I'm gonna actually reroll again. And I guess I'll take the item capsule, that's fine. I'll also take, I think Swear Jar is probably worth it for this stage of the game. Quigley is friggin' great, dude. Quigley's friggin' great. This is very good. We're now in a position where we might have a little bit of a moon meta going on this one. You know, you get Quigley. We also have these crabs. I'm not sure what the crabs are necessarily doing right now for us, but they are doing something. 150 doing a spin. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. We did make it, and I feel good. I do. I feel good. I think I want the buffing capsule on this one. And then checkered flag is just freaking great. It's so good. Because now this sucker is 3 every spin. Our owls are extremely buffed. Is just very good. Also, buffing capsule on that gives us a very good jump. Okay, this is great. Give me another crab. I know that we have so many crabs in the deck. Who knows if we get a magnificent crab situation to occur, but we will see. We will definitely see. The rain is interesting here. I'm actually going to take it solely to get a 2-banger in the deck that at least provides us with something. I'll take another crab. I mean, this is where our crabs start to. That's 21 from the crabs. That's not bad. I'll take the apple to have a rare giving us 3. I want to get rid of... We have empty slots, right? Empty slots are kind of the work of the devil for us right now. And I mean that sincerely. We don't like it. But that's a good round. Up 50. 46. But, I mean, who's counting, right? Let's re-roll. And I think you absolutely take the hooligan. Yeah, I think you absolutely take the hooligan. And then I'm going to take... white pepper, although Nori the rabbit also there's value, and you immediately did what I wanted you to. If we get more urns, then I'm happy to put them in the deck, because flames are still fine. I think bounty hunters should remove hooligans, by the way. I think that actually makes that item very balanced. Because right now, it's underpowered, in my opinion. I should have taken the dog, dude. I should have taken the dog, but that's okay. Give me the urn. We're still in totally fine shape. Totally fine shape. This is going great. It's going really great. 300 doing 2 spins. We will have absolutely no issues. The crabs for 40, dude. The crabs for 40. How could you be upset about that? Give me 1 arrow. The arrows, they're just so bad these days, dude. They've been just doing absolutely horribly for us, which is upsetting. It really is. So I see Xerath. I don't... You know what? I'm taking him. I'm gonna take Xerath. And my reasoning for taking Xerath, I don't know. Give me... frick. I hate all these. Give me Maxwell. The reason for taking Xerath is we can now feel good. Oh, dude, what a great round. We can now feel good about adding just like random people to the deck. Xerath will kill him. We'll live a nice life. And this round immediately, that first spin kind of propelled us to where we need to be on this one. 350 and 5. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Dude, oh my god, look at this. Look at those 50 from crabs. I mean, it's really hard to knock it, right? It's really hard to knock it. Xerath. Now we have just an urn sitting in the deck. I was a little afraid of that, but that's okay. Give me the dog. We still have, you know, the Quigley synergies going on here, and we would love to get more of them as we go. But we are totally fine on this one right now. This deck is legitimately good, which feels nice. Give me the removal token, and we're gonna start to actually do something with this. Give me just like something else that I want to add to the deck. Did we take a bear? We didn't. Give me another skip. I'll take the farmer just so Xerath kills him, which is a little, I mean, it feels a little weird, but that's fine. And then we'll take cleaning rag for our shiny pebbles. I don't love them in the deck still, but they at least provide us with a little bit of value. We'll take the void creature. It's just a free 8, right? Xerath could have killed him for a free 15, I guess, but that's fine. We can also take the thief and feel fine about this. This is where I'm going to now go in. We're going to get rid of the pearl. We're going to get rid of the cherry. We're going to get rid of the rain, I think. And I actually think I'm going to get rid of the urn too, because at this point it actually provides no value. The coin also can probably go. But I would like to add something else before we do that. I just don't think any of these are it. I guess I'll take the hustling. Let's remove the coin. And we're keeping the deck thin. We're keeping... I'm gonna be honest, the crabs, you can say what you want about crabs. They're actually, like, hard carrying us on this run right now. They're doing great stuff. They're doing great stuff. 425 and 3 spins is a little scary. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. I think it's fine. You take the cultist. Once again, these are Xerathable people. It's a little scary. No, we are totally fine. Give me Miss Fruit. She gets Xerath, or we take the cat. You know what? Give me a Xerathable person. That's fine. Dude, as long as we made it... Oh, I mean, that's a really good round, actually. I don't know why we were even remotely afraid. We are completely fine. Give me a skip, which is really fascinating here. Like, actually really fascinating. It's really fascinating. I'm gonna take the witch, and then this is where things are gonna get actually kind of interesting. So how many people do we have to remove? We have 4 people that I would want to remove to have the witch just chill, but he just killed 2 of them. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to probably remove Xerath and Ms. Fruit shortly. He killed the person that I wanted him to kill. Now we take Xerath out, right? Now we take Xerath out. We kill Xerath. And we still have the witch with our owls and our apple. And then we can actually, like, transition this to a weird witch meta. And we can start taking hexes and get weird. And I love the idea of us just getting super freaking weird and stupid with this build. We also might not actually make build here. We'll see. But I love the idea of a witch deck, man. It's just, you know, I've said it many times, it's one of those builds that I've never made work. So the idea of making one work is fascinating to me. And whether or not it comes to be a reality and we actually see it win, you know, you take another owl, it once again goes into the witch build. And it's, we can call it a witch build, but the fact of the matter is we are being carried by crabs. Like, the witch isn't doing that much. It's the fact that we're getting 21 from crabs each turn, more or less, that's carrying this one. But we can pretend. I'm gonna throw another witch in the deck, and then I'm gonna take a horseshoe. That's totally fine. And with 2 witches, we basically want to see some hexes. We want to see some hexes. We have lockbox. No, we did not take lockbox. In that case, just give me the wealthy. I'm fine with that. Cat gets buffed. Cat became worth 8. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. I think you take another cat because of your witches that you have. And dude, these 2 crabs are getting hit nice. This apple's getting hit nice too. That's a gray round. It's an 84 round. Very, very nice. Take another crab. We are slowly filling the entire board with crabs as well. I would be interested. I mean, look, there's math there for sure to figure out what the entire board filled with crabs would look like. This is another 50 round from crabs. It's very, very good, right? 625 doing 4 spins. We should have no issues hitting that, especially if the crabs keep up the good work. This is another great, you know, 28 round from our crabs. Chemical 7 is just free money. Free 7 with a free, you know, extra 77 possibly in the future. I will take a hustling because we actually are just completely fine here. And even with the -6, we come ahead pretty well. Yeah, we're totally fine. Give me another dog. And now the one thing that we need, the one singular thing that we need, I need a moon. If we can get a moon, we're in very, very good shape. Just give me a moon. Those are not moons. It's a reroll. Those are not good. I mean, an apple's actually very good. I'll take another apple. And swapping device is just, oh, dude, but clear sky if we got the moon, dude. You have to take swapping device, but frick if I want clear sky, man. It's actually just like, it's such a good value. So, flowers gotta go, and these shiny pebbles finally have to go. Because now we can do this, right? We can do this, and we get the crab meta, and it's nice, right? It's just nice. So if we, what if we put, yeah, like this right here, right? She buffs all the owls, crabs down. I mean, this is, swapping device is a win because of the crabs, right? I should not have even thought a tiny bit about it. It's just beneficial. We just have so much potential for these crabs to go absolutely insane on this run. It's kind of gross, actually. It's kind of gross. What if we do a little one of that, right? Couple of funky boys. Crabs are still popping. I mean, we're getting like almost 100 each round, which it's hard to argue that that's bad at all. I would like to push this apple to right here. So the witch hits all that. This apple's getting buffed. This cat's getting buffed. I mean, that's a very good round. 89. As long as we continue like that, we're totally fine. You take the owl. There's a buffing coming. Okay. Well, then here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to swap these suckers. Because now the buffing is going to hit all 3 of these crabs. Which, by the way, is going to... I mean, this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Each of those 20 is a 150 round for our crabs. Dude, we still have 4 spins of this round, which is extremely gross. So we will push... Actually, dude, we're going to push this crab here because the witch hits 4 things. She hits 4 things too. And then we have a 5 across on crabs. It's just a gross run. It's a gross run, and I'm having a lot of fun with this one. It's one of those builds that, like, this shouldn't work, but swapping device just made it... It just made it disturbing. And now I'm kind of committed to the idea of seeing just how many crabs I can throw into this deck. Because I think that it's actually realistic for us to see way more crabs appear. We've gotten rid of our shiny pebbles, right? So our luck is actually very low, which is a good thing. We don't really want the rares right now. Wow, surprisingly no witches on this one. So just give me that was such a terrible play. We had 3 across. So just pay no mind. We're up 400 on this one. We're completely fine. So King Midas is not the answer. Ms. Fruit is not the answer. This is a reroll. These are also not good. Give me a reroll, and these are also horrible. I'm gonna tell you, Diver is not the answer. You might be looking at it going, just take Diver. Why would I take Diver? We get like a guaranteed. I mean, this is 13 times 5. That's like 74, something like that. I'm not gonna do that math in my head. I'll pull up a calculator on my phone next to me. 13 times 5. It's 65 a turn. I was off by 9. You know what? It is what it is, right? It's just very good. It's very good. No problems there. No problems there. Let's do. I mean, actually, this is it's just a crappy situation. We'll put him there. I mean, it's another 50 round from the crabs. 94 a spin just puts us in happy spots. I'm going to keep taking the wolves too. And the reasoning that we're taking the wolves is for the potential of a moon in the future. We get a moon, we're living in a happy-go-lucky world. If we don't get a moon, we're still kind of living in a happy-go-lucky world, to be honest. Like, we will win and we will get into Endless, and I think that I don't think we survive crazy long in Endless, but I think that we exist. I think that we exist in Endless for a little bit. You know, I also should consider hexes, but the problem is, right, I don't think this is a witch deck. I think that we are literally running crabs as long as we can run them. And it's the question of how long can that actually carry you. We already won. We're in Endless, for the record. So it's how much can the crabs carry you. At 13... So if the entire board is filled with crabs, right, that's 65 times 4. So that's... 65 times 2 is going to be 130. So then 130 times 2 is 260. So that's 260 each spin if the entire board is crabs. That is not nearly enough to go Endless, for the record. But then you start to think about, you know, getting some other stuff in the deck, right? Things like getting Rusty Gear as an item. I just did not mean to click that. I wanted to bring this crab right there. But that's fine. It's things like that. I mean, there's still ways for this deck to improve. It's just... Oh, man, dude, can you imagine if our arrow hit the line right there for a little 80 banger? So there's our game completed. We will continue into Endless. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that this is a great Endless for us. Oh, well, there's Clear Sky. This is where things start to get funky, man. Because if we can get a moon, which we have to get it eventually, then this deck is super busted. It's super busted. With the amount of wolves that I keep on adding, right? You know, we just have this... We have this idea of what the run can be, as long as we get a couple of things that we need. I also think that we could probably start to thin this one again. And sadly, I think that the apples are maybe things that we thin. I don't know. Bronze Arrow, I think, is also like in the camp of thinning for us. Let's just push the apple there. Our crabs are getting outnumbered. Like the sloth is also, I know he gives 3 a turn. But most of our other stuff is now giving more than that a turn. So we don't actually care about it. Let's just push this guy here. That's fine. It's just wild, man. No witches in this spin. You know, it really makes you wonder sometimes with some of the spins that we get. So let's push this crab to here. That is good. That is good. Little 40 banger. That's a gray round. That's a gray round. Lucky capsule. We're just trying to force the moon to occur. If we get a moon, this deck becomes very, very interesting. Those are not moons, for the record. But Tomb is actually, like, kind of good. Because now our witches, we get the spirit flames. Then the witch can do her thing with the spirit flames. And that holds some value. I also recognize that was not the crab to move. We should have moved one up there. It's fine. It's fine. I'm nitpicking a deck that frankly is very good. And we shouldn't even bother nitpicking it. It's doing great stuff. It's doing great stuff. It continues to pop. You know, we're 200 ahead. I think that you're seeing the end of it. Oh, dude, you gotta be kidding me. You gave me the damn sun. I need the moon. I skip. Rusty gear. Now we're talking. Now we're freaking talking. Okay, now we're freaking talking. Rusty gear is way better than you can even imagine. 3 of the same in a line gives double the stuff. So, watch this, right? Watch this. We slip this sucker up here. These guys now give 26 apiece. Now you're starting to see some stuff happen. Now you start to see some stuff happen. Okay, we love to see it. Let's get these owls in a line together. Witch gets them doubled. They're getting doubled from Rusty Gear. Although I'm not sure they actually are getting doubled from Rusty Gear. I don't know if like I don't know how that works. If they're on different cycles, right? It's weird. It's weird, but it's fine. This is good. Flip you down there. Another item, green pepper. I mean, it's whatever. Those are getting doubled. You love to see it. 1,500 doing 5 spins. It's gonna be close, actually. It's gonna be close. Let's do like this, and that's good enough. Crabs sadly don't get the super bonus, but buffing capsule. This could be good. Buffing capsules are kind of a way for us to stay alive and in it. So let's do that. Crabs get buffed. This guy's gonna be real nice. 28. Yep. But it's gonna be close. It's really gonna be close. We might actually be working at a loss right here. We might be working at a loss. Let's do... So this makes those pop and these pop. It's the kind of round we needed. Chemical 7 is also, like, actually very good here. Because now we can do... Now we can do a little this action. Chemical 7 is going to give us hopefully 77 from this, right? 77, beautiful. That's a 194. We will absolutely make our spin. So that is lovely. Let's shove... I do think that the Quigleys actually are the problem in deck. Because it's forcing our crabs to not appear as often. But the fact that if we get a moon... Frick, man. You're just not giving me the moon that I need. Big symbol bomb. Give me a moon. No moon. I mean, we don't even need the removal capsule. No moon. And... a Hex of Destruction does not really help us. I know it's good for the witch, but it's fine. Can we thin this in a way that we like? I'm going to remove the Bronze Arrow. I'm going to remove the Sloth. Look, we still have empties in the deck, right? So we have to just kind of keep at it like this. It's a fun deck. I will not deny it. It's a very fun deck. Who knew that the crab meta was a legitimate meta in Luck Be a Landlord? I think we probably lose on this wave. But boy, did I have some fun with this in the process. There's really like no good way to do this one. As long as we got crabs in a line, you know, they give 14 apiece. It's happy days for me. I'll take a reroll capsule. Actually, rerolls are better than removals for us at this point, because we can do a little bit of action. Give me the void creature. Since it's an easy 8, we can dump this guy here. He now hits them. Crabs are still they're having a good time. They're having a ball. Don't stop them now. But here's the problem. We got to come up with 1,200 in 5 spins, which is it's just not going to happen, right? It's just not going to happen. So it's a cute idea. It was a fun run. But we just did not get... I mean, I'll try this here. Highlanders, I mean, it's not really that good for our run. Things that make the deck, you know, just thin down a little don't help us a ton. I guess we can do this. Although I suppose it probably was better to keep the flame for the witch. I don't know, actually it probably was not. Probably was not. We'll take another wolf. I'm telling you, we were a moon away from a fun time on this run. But we did not get that to occur. We did not get that to occur. And we will lose here in the next couple spins. We would need like a monumentally massive round. And the fact of the matter is that we don't have a path to get to that monumental round. There's no means in which we can make that work. We can do that though. These guys then get a nice little bonus. Yeah, okay. Fun run though, to be perfectly honest with you. Fun run. Little crab meta, good meta. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like on the video, much appreciated. I will catch you in the next one. You have a crabby rest of your day. But it's just, I mean, it's just a terrible outro. Like, can we try that again? Can we cut the film? Cut the film? I'm the only one in the room, so that's a little bit of a joke. Hope you all have a really good rest of your day. May it be filled with crabs. May you not get gonorrhea. Is that no? Chlamydia is crabs. Which one's crabs? This is derailed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.